Today has been about making promises. I've made lots of promises and I intend to keep them all. One of the promises that I did make to Lisa before tonight was that I wouldn't embarrass her if I was given the microphone. I tend to have a habit of doing that. So instead, Tig, tonight I have written you a beautiful love poem. And it's called Pants Down on Highway 1.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Pants down on Highway 1. We were hiking across America, but the USA, they said no. We were travelling to Western Australia, but the borders were all closed. Lisa, she loves adventure, and I don't mind it too. So I bought a bike off Gumtree, and she bought one brand new. On the back, we put a bag with just one change of clothes, a toothbrush and an open mind, and with that we hit the road. The only thing I did forget was any kind of plan. In 2 weeks we'd be in Brisbane after leaving home in Cairns. Lisa and I generally see each other's point of view, as long as I give her coffee and wine and chocolate too. But I knew this would be different. We were both out of our comfort zones. No showers and a two-man tent. For weeks we would call home. One evening she was cranky, as I would not stop to eat. We'd pushed and pushed for hours into wind and Townsville heat. So the bikes we then pulled over and stood under a mango tree. We ate a bruised banana and dreamed of a cold iced tea. I then had a brilliant idea. As the sun was going down, I would give Lisa a shower, as there was no one else around. So 30 metres from the highway, I held up a small towel. Lisa stripped buck naked, and with water bottles I hosed her down. I promised her no one else could see as she lathered up, but I had not calculated the angles from the truck. So just in the middle of rinsing the soap from off her chest, a sound out in the distance put our relationship to the test. The B-double it had slowed right down and lowered its window. As 30 metres from the highway, there now was quite a show. We were alerted to his presence. That horn made an unmistakable sound. I, in fact, got such a fright, I dropped the towel onto the ground. The truckie then yelled something about wanting to see Lisa's bits. And as I fumbled around for the towel, Lisa gave me some tips. She rarely does lose her cool or have harsh words to say, but I knew that I was in for it on that particular day. Needless to say, I spent that night alone outside the tent until her head came poking out and said it's time to pay the rent. Freezing cold, I agreed to whatever she had to say, and so I stood there naked until another truck came our way. I shivered and squealed a little as she tipped the water on very slow. And embarrassingly, I also watched all of my manhood go. The truck, however, did not stop, as there was nothing much to see. In fact, I think he did speed up and tried to crash into a tree. We ended up in Brisbane 2 weeks later to the day, with heaps and heaps more stories of adventures along the way. Now I know that life's not easy, and I faced a curveball or two, but Lisa's always stood beside me and helped me to see it through. I hope that in the future, we'll build a solid team, making memories built on laughter and working towards similar dreams. I love you for your simplicity, Tiggy, and your honesty. I love the fact you treat the boys with the same care you do me. And if you put your trust in me, I'll show you just how much I care. You can count on me to hold the towel and not leave you standing there. Thanks so much.